Hello, hello, hello. It's not your boy, but your favorite grown ass man, Mr. Taboo Timmons. And I have hijacked the game for all seasons broadcasting equipment here because I want to talk about these Oscars. I thought I was going to have the homies come on, but it's too late for them. I'm a vampire, so I'm always up. It's all right, man. I just want to talk about it because I'm actually pumped up about the show. I think it was a great year last year for movies. A lot of good movies, a lot of good horror pictures. I love horror pictures, so I just wanted to talk about it, man. And just kind of go down the list and see. I would love to see what everybody think. I wish Malcolm Zen was here so we could do a little battle, but I'll talk to him on Tuesday night. So, without further ado, okay, so we're gonna start off with Best Supporting Actress. Now, it was some pretty good people in this category. Of course, you had Tiana Taylor, one battle after another. We're going to get to that. We had Mumi Masaku and Sinners. That was a lot of people's favorite. But the winner was Amy Magadan, right? From Weapons. And if you haven't seen Weapons, you got to go see Weapons, man. That's the movie with the kids. They all went missing. And that's all except one kid. Let me put it up on the screen share here for you. Weapons right here. All except one kid. Everybody went missing. Couldn't find them. So it's like, oh man, where the kids? And then this weird lady, played by Amy, she come in and she's like, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. I don't want to give it away because you got to go watch it. But she come in, let's just say, she know what's going on. We just say it like that. Excellent movie. She played a great role. She was a little crazy, a little kooky in the movie, but definitely a good role. So definitely worth the watch. Definitely worth the win on that one. All right, let's see. We got Best Animated Film. We all knew what the best animated film was going to be. If you got kids, if you don't got kids, you done heard the music, you done seen the movie several times. And if you got kids and you got a little girl like I do, little girl that's 6, the other one's grown with careers and stuff like that. But if you got somebody like I got, man, little girl, I didn't watch this movie 137 times, literally. K-pop Demon Hunters, best animated film, well worth it. I mean, the rest of the people, Ilio was okay. Zootopia 2, that was okay. But K-pop Demon Hunters, hands down. Hands down. Let's see. Animated short was The Girl Who Cried Pearls. I don't know anything about animated shorts. So, to be honest, will I go check that out? Maybe. Maybe not. I doubt I go check out any animated shorts. Because do you know any animated short movies? Anybody watch any animated short movies? No. So, this category, I'm going to kind of combine two here because of makeup, hairstyling. Makeup and hairstyling. People wanted Sinners. The Ugly Sister. That was pretty crazy. Right? That one was really crazy. The Smash Machine, The Rock, did not look like The Rock. Uh, this other one, Kokuho, I don't know what that is, but Frankenstein. Frankenstein. What a great movie. It won for makeup, hairstyling, and best costume design. A lot of people thought Center should have took that one. Let's see. Let's go and put this up here. They thought, they thought it should have won, but I'm going to have to go with Frankenstein on that because the costumes was crazy. I'm trying to pull up my share screen here. Let's see how I pull back up my share screen. Oh, there you go. Man, look at that. Look at that. Look at it. Just look at it. Oh, yeah, we could do it like that. See that? Not the old school Frankenstein. That's old school. But, this new Frankenstein was kind of scary. He had this voice, too. It wasn't as bad as Christian Bale and Batman, but, I mean, it was ugly. It was really ugly. Really great story to watch downstairs and the sounds with the rumble in the jungle, everything going crazy. go ahead and watch it. If you got some good speakers, we got some Suno speakers down in the basement. But the wife, she hates loud noises. So it's like, why you encourage me to buy these speakers, wife? But we'll talk about that later. All right, let's see. So we gonna mosey on down here. I guess I could let y'all see my screen here. All right, hairstyle and makeup. Best casting. Best casting. Now let's look at some of the other people because, of course, we know the winner was one battle after another. Man, let me tell you something. That actually, look, we're going to talk about it. It actually was pretty good. We're going to talk about it. Best casting, though. This is the cast. Uh, you had Hamnet, which is the story of, not Romeo and Juliet, William Shakespeare. You know, we're going to get to that. Marty Supreme. I haven't actually completed that movie yet. It's a real good movie. Hamnet, I haven't seen, honestly, because period shows, you know, back in old times, that's like, and it's the story of Shakespeare. But after seeing a lot, I'm going to come back to that. Sinners, of course, best casting. Great cast was in Sinners. But when you compare the cast to that versus one battle after another, I mean, you had Sean Penn, you had Benicio del Toro, Taylor was in there. You had the G and Tony Goldwyn, Fitz for my Scandal people. Y'all know Fitz. He made a cameo in there. You just had a bunch of people. It was a really great cast in one battle after another. So casting, I think that was definitely right. That was definitely the right way to go. So let's see. Best live action short. What the hell is a live action short? No one knows. I have started getting appreciation for short movies. Probably because my ADHD, everybody says it's okay now to have. Like you can have ADHD and, you know, watch movies now. Because you know what I like to watch, man. This and this is a confession. I like to watch trailers. Trailers. Look, the wife gets absolutely mad because I can sit there and watch an hour or two of trailers, literally. And I say that's how I get to watch so many movies. I get to watch an hour or two of trailers. So love it. Love the trailers. But the shorts, live action short, it was a tie. The Singers and two people exchanging saliva. The Singers, I seen that trailer. It was real short. It didn't tell me nothing. It didn't make me want to see it. I reviewed it, you know, going into it. It's about a bunch of guys singing in a bar, you know, and talking about how lonely they are or whatever. Bars can be lonely. So I actually am curious to watch it. And I don't need a lot of time to watch it. So I might well watch it. I might as well go on and watch it. Okay, so we're going to put that on. That's actually on Netflix, too. All right, so scrolling on up the list here. All right. Best supporting actor. Man, look. Best supporting actor. I don't know if y'all know who it is, but let's just pull it up on the screen. One battle after another. Best supporting actor, none other than Sean Penn. Sean Penn, people say what they want to say about Sean Penn, and people try to say it's no fair because he won some stuff before. But when you go watch this movie, you got to go watch this movie. One battle after another is actually a really good movie. The cast, again, we go to the cast. Sean Penn, he's playing a villain in this role with, let's just say, a secret. I don't want to ruin the movies for you. I just want to encourage you to go watch it. Go watch this movie because it is actually excellent. It had been on my list for a long time. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. With the baby coming and everything going on and doing this and doing that, I hadn't been able to watch this movie. But today, I was like, I got to see what the movie is. Because it was already on my list before anybody was talking about it. So, and I hate when people give away movies. It's like, shut your mouth. Don't give away the movie, mama. Because mama always, oh, I can't believe it. No. So I was real quiet. I wouldn't talk about this one. I knew she wasn't gonna talk about this one for another reason, but I come back to that. But this movie right here, yeah, it was good. Sean Penn, he played Colonel Lockjaw in the movie. So you can imagine, real hard ass white general, buffed up in the movie. You know, excellent role. Sure, let's see what we got here. Excellent role. All right, let's keep it moving. Let's see, we going. Oh, and by the way, back to one battle after another. Sean Penn was in there because we got to talk about a couple of other people here. Sean Penn was in that movie. Also, Benicio del Toro was in that movie. Also up for Best Supporting Actor. The other was Frankenstein, and this other person in Sentimental Value. I will probably never, ever watch Sentimental Value because it has no sentimental value to me. But it just, me and reading movies, I just want to sit down. I just want to sit down and relax. It's probably only 2-3 movies I've ever read. And when I say reading movies, I'm talking about subtitles. Apocalypto, that was a great movie. Because I put that on in the background because I was looking for something. And you know how you need something to do something else. I'm one of those people. Sometimes I need to put something on to do something else. So I put it on and I was supposed to be cleaning up. Well, I ain't getting no cleaning done because that movie Apocalypto was so great. I read all of those subtitles with those Indians running around, you know, Native Americans running around. It was a great movie. Go see it. What else? What was the one movie, man? Man, I'm drawing a blank. It was like a Japanese movie. No, it's actually actually 3 Japanese movies because I Seen the Devil was another one. The Raid was another one. And this was new. Where am I? Squid Game. Damn, I don't know why I couldn't think of Squid Games. Squid Games. That was the one right there. Squid Games. Man, that movie was a good reader. So I probably, but at me, I probably won't go see the sentimental value. But one guy I thought who could have challenged Sean Penn in this category was Delroy Lindo from Sinners. I think he played a really great role. Really great movie. But it's just Sean Penn played an amazing role as well. So I think that was right. Moving on along. Best Adapted Screenplay. Again, here we go. Another great category. Train Dreams. I actually watched that and didn't even realize it was the same movie till I actually saw this category. Train Dreams. A guy's he was working as a logger, and you know his wife and daughter through some trials and tribulations. So I don't want to spoiler alert you people, but he went through some stuff. It was a lot of great cinematography there. It was a really great movie. Adapted screenplay though. Hamnet, of course, a lot of people talked about. Frankenstein, best adapted screenplay. So this is based on something else. But the underdog here that I just got to mention, man. This right here. No. Man, let me just pull it up. Oh no, that's the whole thing. Bogonia. Man, you have to watch this movie. You absolutely have to watch Bogonia. You have to watch this movie because this movie right here is an excellent movie. It's an excellent screenplay. Adapted screenplay means that it was based off of something else and they made it a movie. This is probably one of the most underrated movies in the categories and everything. I mean, it was a great year for movies, but this right here, very underrated. You gotta see it. Emma Stone plays amazing. And this guy, my guy from Breaking Bad, I never could get his name right. This guy right here, you know, from Breaking Bad. Him. I can't get your name right, man. I'm sorry. But he put on a great role. He's a conspiracy theorist, and he thinks Emma Stone might be somebody who's in his interests, as we'll just say. Please go watch this movie. It is excellent. Bogonia. What else was in this? So, One Battle After Another. Of course, that one. Where that's at? One Battle After Another. I showed y'all that one already. This movie right here. Best Adapted Screenplay. Directed by PTA, as they say, Paul Thomas Anderson. He directed Boogie Nights. If you remember Boogie Nights back in the day, that was a treasure to young men such as myself. It was like, oh my goodness, okay, this was a great flick. Not a flick, but a film, a great film. Let's just say that. All right, all right, all right. Let's get that out of here. So, moving right along. Hold on, let me sip my water. Best original screenplay. Hands down, when it came to this, you had Sentimental Value, Marty Supreme, It Was Just an Accident, Blue Moon, and Sinners. No threats in this category, especially since One Battle After Another was an adapted screenplay. This original screenplay, Sinners, no doubt, because it was just brilliant. It was a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant movie. And you know, hold on, I gotta show some love to Sinners, man. I gotta show a little love to Sinners because that was my movie, man. I love that movie. So hold on, I didn't put up all this other stuff. Let me go ahead and let's see. Can I get a whole screen? Let's see. Can I get a whole window? Can I get a whole window with Sinners? Oh no, they ain't gonna give me a whole window. I have watched this movie so many times. Like this is great. It was great because it was great. It was great movie. It was a great horror movie too. I'm a big horror movie buff. I've watched countless hours of horror. One of my favorite, or the favorite vampire movie of all time before this one was, drumroll, Clooney with black hair from Dusk to Dawn. Man, I love that movie. I had that on tape back in 96. Clooney with black hair. I had it on tape, VHS. I watched that over and over and over and over and over again. Man, it was a great movie until this came out. Now this right here, this is excellent. Sinners. Oh man, man, just go to Game for All Seasons, man. Well, we go live on Tuesdays, sometimes Wednesdays, but the episodes drop on Friday. Because this right here, we probably going to talk about that. Excellent, excellent movie. All right. We're going to keep it rolling. Excellent movie, man. Any of these other ones? Marty Supreme, they keep talking about for the screenplay. That's with Timothy Chalamet. I think I said that right. Little dude who played Bob Dylan. He was in Dune. All those little movies. He made a bunch of little movies. Bunch of good movies. But, nah, he couldn't hold the flame, though. Sinners. All right, best production design. You know, that's so Frankenstein. Frankenstein beat up Hamnet, William Shakespeare story. Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, and Sinners. Well, for all of those got beat. Let's see. Visual effects. Avatar, Fire and Ash. Man, I haven't watched it because I want to watch it, but that one, the Avatar movies, the first one, man, I had to watch it in the sound. So I'm gonna have to kick the wife out. I'm gonna have to kick the wife out. The kids can stay because it's for the kids. But wife, you gotta go because I gotta see that in the sounds. And look, one day she was like, "I'll watch it with you, baby." Man, she came and fell asleep on the credits. So after that, man, I had to turn it off, man. I gotta come back to that. All right, documentary shorts. Oh, snoozer. Well, we mentioned it. All the empty rooms. What they said that was about was very, very sad. Oh my goodness. It was about, the empty rooms for victims of school shootings who kids didn't come home. Very serious stuff, heavy stuff. The wife says she's gonna watch it. I can't watch it. That's very, very sad for me. I can't do that one. So, I'm not gonna be watching that. Best documentary film, Mr. Nobody Against Putin. He was up there speaking a whole lot of Russian. And, more power to you, my brother. We going to keep it rolling, though. Best original score. Okay, so the contestants, One Battle After Another, Hamnet, Frankenstein, and Bogonia. And, of course, Sinners. And you know who won that one, Sinners. Because the other ones, the score, and Bogonia had a good score, but it had a haunting sound. Frankenstein had some good music too. Again, it was a little dark. Hamnet, I haven't watched it. I haven't. I know. You like, how you gonna review movies and you ain't seen all the movies? I know. I will do it. I will do it. All right, let's see. Keep it moving. Best sound. This is one for downstairs. You had Surratt, you had Sinners, One Battle After Another, Frankenstein, and F1 the movie, which again, it's on my list. Brad Pitt. I saw this movie. I put it on my list. It was supposed to be one of my late night movies. You know, late night, you up, you doing something, you doing some work, you trying to figure out some stuff, and you like, well, do I really want to watch this? Yeah, I don't know. So it was one of my movies like that. So I said, okay, I'll watch it one day. Never got around to it. Now I will because they say the sound. It kind of puts me in the mind totally different, but it's just the sound wise. Maverick. That was a great sound movie with Tom Cruise. Great sound movie, planes flying, and I had turned the volume all the way up and rumbling the seats, getting yelled at by the wife. She was like, "Why are you listening to?" Cause woman, you gotta listen to it loud. You have to listen to it loud. So F1 got bumped up on my radar with Frankenstein. Another one, Sinners. That movie sound was great, but if they saying F1 beat Sinners, especially that scene in Sinners where little dude was singing and with the great voice, "You lied to me," I think was the name of it, and all of the devils and all these people come together from the historical musical site and everything. Man, that was an excellent scene. It went crazy in the movie theater. All right, best editing. One battle after another. Of course, Sinners was in there. Sentimental Value, Marty Supreme, F1 the movie. If anything could have contested best editing, I would say Sinners. Sinners could have contested best editing. But again, one battle after another. Excellent movie. Great movie. Cinematography. What do you think won cinematography out of all these? You had Train Dreams. Excellent, excellent, excellent. One battle after another. Cinematography, great. Marty Supreme is on the list from what I can see. Cinematography, great. Frankenstein, cinematography, great. And Sinners. I can't even say of course on this one because this one could have went either way. But drum roll. What am I talking about? All y'all seen this. You seen this already, didn't you? Oh, if you didn't, now you know. Sinners. That took it. That took cinematography. And look, it could have been any one of these movies. Any one of these movies could have won. I mean, Sinners, Frankenstein, well, Marty Supreme, cinematography looked pretty good, but that could have won. But these other movies, any one of these other 4 out of 5. Sinners, Frankenstein. So Frankenstein, one battle after another, or Train Dreams. They could have won. They could have won as well. We ain't gonna beat up on them too bad. They could have did something. Moving along. International film, sentimental value, Norway. That's a lot of reading. Y'all know how I feel about reading. Oh man. This dude, man. Hold on, man. I gotta put the camera on this dude. I gotta blow up this dude even more. Conan, man, you got to be one of the worst non-funny hosts of all time. Like, dude, I'm like, man, what's wrong? Like, can I ever say I was a Conan fan? I don't know. I don't know. I think this is the second year in a row. The people love him. He had a tough time up there. It was a tough crowd. I can't say they really loved his jokes, but hey, who am I? I don't know. Miss Taboo Timmons don't know. But I just had to speak on it. Best original song. You already know what the best original song is, man. Come on, man. I wish I could play for it. Man, look. If you haven't heard this song, Golden, by the K-pop Demon Hunter girls, which is also called, they call it something. Huntrix. Huntrix. Man, it's excellent music. It started out, my daughter was listening to it. I had to just listen to it. My daughter was listening. I had to listen to it. I was like, man, this is some good music. Like, I started jamming to it. Then it's funny you start seeing people cruising, talking about how actually it was good music. So I'm not the only one there. Go here. Mama, look, it's not AI. Hold on. Let me put this up for Mama because she wanted to battle me earlier. Can I play this? I can't play it. Look at that. I just want to show this for mama real quick. See? Real people. Look at these real people. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit, though. See? These are real people, mama. I just going to show a little clip so we don't get dinged for copyright. Go watch that performance. Go up on YouTube, man. Go look at that performance. That was actually a really, really great performance. Because, you know, the K-pop demon people, man, they get it going. All right. Best director. Drum roll. Best director. Best director. So, it was a lot of tension leading up to this. And this why I need Zen and Ricky Perez and E. Because, look, I ain't gonna battle myself. I might say this battle, but I'm gonna speak my speak. This was a great category. You had the directors, and of course the favorite was PTA, Paul Thomas Anderson, and Ryan Coogler for Sinners. PTA, one battle after another. That is Josh Safdie. That was Marty Supreme. We just call him Joe Kim for Sentimental Value, and Hamnet. Chloe. Everybody talked about that movie. A lot of people were saying it could challenge the big two, you know, that it was a big three, more like, you know, instead of a big two. So J. Cole got to come too on this one. So this could have went either way. Best director, we know. It went to drum roll. Nah, I ain't gonna pull it like that one year with the people. One battle after another. Now, here's my deal, man. I know, see, Sinners was great. Ryan Coogler, great. It was never a black director that won. Of course, I was hoping for it, but when I watched this movie, I said, oh, no. This movie is a threat to Sinners sweeping the night. It was just a great movie, man. Best director, it was a lot to it, and it was put together fine. Both were very long movies. This was almost 3 hours, and it didn't seem like 3 hours. I was glued to watching and seeing this through. Had other stuff to do, had places to go. You know, I was supposed to get ready again, you know, but I couldn't put it down. I couldn't walk away. Then the twist and turn, and then the twist and turn, and you think it's over, another twist and turn. So I'm going to say, because you have to go watch the movie. You know, I know all my peoples, let's just get to it. They wanted Ryan Coogler to win because he black. And I didn't want that. I wanted him to win because Sinners was an excellent movie. You know, I don't want people to be like, well, he got snubbed. He actually didn't. Paul Thomas Anderson been around a long time. Tell a lot of great stories. And this one battle after another was just another good story. And look, if you were like me and watched the trailer to this movie, the trailer does it zero justice. I mean, absolute zero justice. You just have to go watch the movie. Because it was on my list. I watched the trailer, and the trailer was like, do I have to watch this movie? I don't really have to watch this movie. Do I have to watch? No, I don't have to watch this movie. That's what the trailer was like. And I'm actually pissed off that it took this long to watch it. It took the Oscar. It took, you know, people talking about it. It took all of this stuff before I actually was like, I have to see that movie. So this movie wins, beats out Sinners, beats out Ryan Coogler. I'm okay with it. The others, you know, great movies, but this movie was the one that had to beat it. I know I'm gonna get some flack from my co-hosts. I know Zen, Malcolm Zen. I can't wait to hear what he got to say. I wish he can watch this movie first, one battle after another, and I'm going to challenge him on that before we actually record or go live. I'm going to challenge you, Zen, because you got to see this. This was great. This was great. So let's move up. Let's keep it going. Best actor, best lead actor. Let's cue him up. Let's cue him up. Now, boom, Sinners, best lead actor. And I hope nobody want to just spit on this. Look, I'm going to just say it, man. I hope nobody do this like with Denzel in Training Day. You know, they try to make Denzel in Training Day like he shouldn't have won for this movie. Training Day was excellent. Nobody thought Denzel could be Lonzo, but he didn't play Lonzo. He became Lonzo. Same with Michael B. Jordan. He was smoke and stack. You know, Michael B. Jordan has been a solid, cool actor, right? He been just a cool guy, cool actor. I think the movie that really had me paying attention to him a little more, I think it was either Creed or Creed 3, as a matter of fact, because I'll be like, man, this dude, let me see. Let me IMDb real quick, because it's another one. It ain't Fruitville Station. I mean, he was okay. Maybe now I can go back and watch Fruitville Space Station and have a little more appreciation. I know that sounds crazy, but I was like, okay. So, Michael B. Jordan. It was another movie he was in. Black Panther, he was just okay. I mean, he was next to Chadwick. He was just okay next to Chadwick. I'm sorry. Let's see. Black Panther, Creed, Fruitville. Of course, that's his main. It was another one. Legends of the Lane. No, I don't even remember him in Space Jam. Let's see. Raising Dawn. I don't know what the hell that is. Snow Allegra. I thought it was another one that he was in. Let's see. Okay, Fantastic Four. Johnny Storm. Wow, totally unforgettable. Totally forgettable. He was in House. Forgettable. I don't say it. Well, yeah, I am saying it. I don't want to say it. I'm not saying it in a bad way, but it was something else he was in that I liked him. And I was like, okay. I know it was Creed Part 3. Black Panther was okay. Fahrenheit 451. Was that it? Just Mercy. Yeah, see, I got to go back and see that. Raising Dawn. Okay. Yeah, see, maybe I can go back and look at some of this stuff because I could have swore it was another one. I could have swore, but I don't know. He took best lead actor, well deserved, because in my opinion, this was his best, absolute best role. Michael B. Jordan, absolute best role. Sinners. He had some stiff competition. I mean, you had, for me, Timothy Chalamet, Marty Supreme. That's a little dude. Bob Dylan again. Doom. He played some good roles, and from what I can tell, I see he's playing it again. He's doing what he do. Leonardo DiCaprio, it's a legend in the game. You know, playing one battle after another. Excellent movie again. But this one, hands down, I got to give it to Michael B. Jordan. Now, if he would have lost in this one, you maybe could have started to talk about snubbing, because Leo had a lot of experienced help. He held his own. But Michael B. Jordan was just, he was eons above everybody, in my opinion. All right, best actress. Was this the last? No, this wasn't the last category. Best actress. Winner, Jessie Buckley in Hamnet. Again, William Shakespeare's story. Anne Hathaway. You know, they immortals, but that's another episode. All right, we have some other people in here. We had Rose Byrne. Oh man, look. Let me pull that up. Rose Byrne. If I had legs, I would kick you. If I had legs, I'd kick you. Let's pull that up on the screen for the peoples. Look, you have absolutely got to go watch this movie, especially if you got a wife that, you know, just had a baby, or you got a sick kid and the wife holding it down. You want to watch this movie, because I really don't want to give it away, but oh my goodness. One weird appearance by A$AP Rocky. A$AP Rocky was in the movie. Why? I don't know. But he's been making some weird movie appearances lately. That and the Denzel movie. He was the villain at the end. Why? I don't know. But this still was a great movie. Did he play a good role? Yeah. Rose Byrne held it down, though. Let me tell you, man. She goes ape shit crazy in this movie. Great movie. Great movie. What else did I say? Okay, so the winner was Hammett. That's on the radar. I had to say that to watch with the wife because that is a period movie in like in the English, Irish, and they rolling in the grass, and it's Shakespeare, and it's about Shakespeare's life. Okay, yeah, we'll get to that. Kate Hudson was in Sing Song Blue. I started that with Wolverine, Neil Diamond tribute band. I was like, yeah. Emma Stone, Begonia, Best Actress. She could have easily taken that because Begonia was another. It was an underrated movie. It was just underrated, you know. So let's get to the final category, which is Best Picture. We had a lot of good competition. We had Train Dream, Sinner, Sentimental Value, The Secret Agent, Marty Supreme, Hamnet. I keep saying Hamnet. Frankenstein, F1, which I don't know how this got on the list, and Begonia. And look, if they would have said Bogonia, I'd have went crazy because I feel like I'm the only person that has watched Bogonia. Me, the cast, and the cast families, because I can't find another person that watched the movie. Even the other cinephiles, as Xenophon say, I can't find nobody else to talk to the movie. You know, that was like the movie came out a few years ago. Everything, everywhere, all at once. That was another great movie. Man, that was a great movie. And people just, they missed it. So go watch Bogonia, please. Frankenstein, I'm going to watch F1. But this is another one to talk about because everybody was ready for them to say Sinners for this one. Especially since PTA took it. Paul Thomas Anderson had took it for Best Director. I was like, well, maybe they're going to split it. I was all ready. And then what happened? Let's pull up the Sinners picture. Oh, no, not Sinners. One Battle After Another took it again. Look, let me tell you, go see the movie. Is this where it was supposed to be? Was this supposed to be movie of the year? Well, Sinners could have been it if it wasn't this. And again, I don't want people out there claiming this and that and getting too political. Well, it's funny because this is a sort of political movie too. And normally I hate super political movies when I just want to be entertained. But this was that damn good to that it was political messaging, but a great story at the same time. So your assignment, Xenophon, you have to go watch One Battle After Another. See why it took down the mighty Sinners. There you go. One last screenshot for Sinners. Still a great movie. You know, you got the best actor, Michael B. Jordan, in Smoking Stack. You know, excellent movie. But this was just better in terms of the Academy. 1,100 folks voted for this one. Me personally, if I had to vote, would I vote this over Sinners? Man, it's real tough because it's close. It's close. In fact, let's go to a couple of scores here. So we'll say Sinners. I'm just curious. Rotten Tomatoes score 97%. IMDb 7.5 out of 10. That's excellent. 7.5 out of 10, 97%, 84%. Metacritic, I mean, it is killing it. When you come to One Battle After Another, 7.7 IMDb. Okay, let's move this out a little bit. I'm gonna break the window. I'm breaking the window. Okay, because I want to compare. IMDb Center 7.5 out of 10. You got One Battle After Another, 7.7 out of 10. You got Rotten Tomatoes Centers 97%. You got Rotten Tomatoes One Battle After Another 94%. So as you can see, it was neck and neck. So I can't be like, well, it was a snub. It wasn't a snub. It's a great movie. Go watch the movies. Go check them out. Come check us out on Game for All Seasons. We drop on Friday. We go live. I think we going live Tuesday. You know, we going to talk about it. The homies, they were sleepy tonight. So I guess everybody sleep. I'm gonna go watch some movies. What movie am I gonna watch? Man, I want to watch Bogonia again. Oh man, excellent movie. One battle after another, excellent movie. Let's see. I gotta pick one off this list to watch tonight. At Frankenstein, oh yeah, I watched that. Train Dreams, great. I'm gonna wait for the wife for Hamnet. I might just put in that F1. Man, no, I wanna get. I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out, man. Look, thank y'all for tuning in. This is not your boy, but his favorite grown ass man, Mr. Taboo Timmons. Join me on Game for All Seasons. We go live on Tuesday. So join us for that. We will talk about this some more, I'm sure. Me and Zen probably gonna argue about it. I don't know where Ricky Perez is. I don't know where you at, Rick. Man, he don't watch TV. Captain America don't watch TV. He work out 25-8. That's how long he work out. So, all right, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Peace.